Ladies and gentlemen, this is your MMOBomb.com first look at Ironsight, an upcoming free-to-play first-person shooter published by Aeria Games. I am the Noob Fridge, Troy Blackburn, and we're going to be taking a few minutes to take a look at this game, see what all it has to offer, and help you decide if it's something that you might be interested in. This game is currently in closed beta, but luckily for you, if you head over to MMOBomb.com, you can sign up and win yourself a closed beta key. Head on over to MMOBomb.com, sign up, and maybe you'll get to try this game out for free as well. So as of right now, this game is a standalone client. I had to go and sign up for an account and download the launcher. There is some mutterings out there about this game coming on Steam, but I haven't seen any positive confirmation on that for sure yet. It would make a lot of sense for this to eventually show up in Steam, but as of right now, we don't know for sure. But this game has surprised me in some ways and disappointed me in others. So overall, the game has run exceptionally well. It's been pretty much smooth as butter. If you see any sort of frame rate dips or anything like that, that's just from either the rendering process of the video or YouTube kind of messing things up when you finally see this video. But while I was playing, I didn't notice any glitches, any frame rate drops, anything that was too terrible when actually playing the game. Now, there were some weird server lag issues outside of the actual game itself in the lobby. Like, I would sign up to play a game, and I would go in and into the lobby, and as we were counting down, all the names would disappear. And then nothing would happen for a few seconds. And then there was another time where it sort of lagged out and wouldn't let me push the play button. So I backed all the way out, and I clearly was not in a lobby. And I got up and walked away for a few minutes. And about the time I got to the other side of the house, I heard gunfire and realized that it had somehow managed to put me in a game. So just know going in, it is closed beta. The lobby, it seems like just a little bit of server lag here and there. Day one, this is absolutely like day 1 or 2 of the closed beta. So there are a few little hiccups here and there, but the gameplay has been smooth. No issues at all with it running on my system. Everything pretty much cranked up. Now, I'm not a fan of things like depth of field, so I turn stuff like that off just by default. You will be happy to know, though, in the settings, you can turn depth of field off. You can also adjust your field of view. I believe it went up to 90, so of course I cranked mine all the way up because I'm just a guy who has to have it cranked up like that. I don't want to puke my guts out playing games like this. So turn the FOV up, and everything seemed to be good to go. So on the surface, looks like a pretty standard military shooter, right? And I've only seen like 2 maps so far. I've got one pretty repetitively, and I believe this was the first time I'd ever actually seen this map. But going in, you've got your pretty standard loadout of guns, SMGs, big machine guns, sniper rifles, stuff like that. And as you play the game, you'll earn an in-game currency where you can go in and unlock these weapons. Skins are available for these weapons in the cash shop, and we'll take a look at that here in a few minutes. During this closed beta, you couldn't actually buy cash shop currency, but you could see the items that were acquirable through cash shop currency and the ones that were acquired through in-game currency. So all weapon unlocks were in-game currency only. All skins were cash shop currency only. So as of right now, there's no pay to win to be found. Now that's at this point, so going forward, anything can change. But as of right now, Cash Shop looks very fair and balanced, exceptionally so, actually. But we'll go take a look at all that here in just a few minutes. But like I said, on the surface, looks like a standard military shooter. But if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, I've got some abilities that are slowly leveling up that I can use, and those are little robotic drones. And once you play the game enough, get some XP to level those abilities up, they become available to use, and you throw them out there, and they do several different things. There are little reconnaissance drones, there are little seek and destroy drones, there are airstrike drones, all sorts of different things. The tutorial didn't really do a great job of explaining what each and every drone does. But once you get into the game, you'll see me right here just kind of throw one out because I was like, what does this do? Let's see what's up with this. And that was a search and destroy drone. There's also another drone, if we get far enough in the footage, where I pull out like some kind of tablet type device, and I just call in airstrikes to just drop missiles on the map in different places. At the time, I pushed the button and didn't know what to expect. So when it popped up, I just started dropping them over the points we were trying to defend just in case somebody... So that's kind of the hook of the game, and that's what sets it apart from some of the others. Overall, gunplay has felt pretty decent. But at the end of the day, it's just sort of, it's a little on the generic side. I mean, yeah, you've got the drone abilities, and those can be pretty cool. But just as a shooter, it's fairly generic. with the different game modes. You know, you got your typical deathmatch, you've got your objective map that you're seeing us do right now. You know, pretty standard fare for that kind of stuff. Visually, the game looks pretty good, but there's just nothing just outstanding. We're just looking at it going, oh my god, look at these graphics. I mean, it's serviceable as both a shooter and a visual video game. So, I mean, props to them for that. It's hard to knock, you know, just being good at what you do. Problem is, there's just a lot out there that sort of does the same thing. I guess the good news is dedicated servers. There's no peer-to-peer. So, I mean, we've definitely run into games where server issues were just games that have been out for years. Like, we just did a first look at Brink, and not to just bring up and smash another game, but the servers were horrendous in that game when we did the free-to-play first look, and that game's been out for a long time. So at least there's working, functional servers going on in this game. So there you go. There's a step in the right direction. So let's take a step out of the game and take a look at character customization and loadouts. The first thing we'll do is look at our character. You start with this base guy, and as you can see at the very top, he's only got like a 30-day use, so he's sort of a freebie rental, but you've got this character you can customize right off the bat, so just switch to him. You can see emotes here, and the winning team at the end of each match gets an opportunity to be on screen and taunt some of the opponents that they beat down with some of these emotes, so that can be fun. It can also be annoying to sit there and watch that. As you can see, we've got a few hairstyle options. As we go on down, there are different helmets and hats and sock caps and just all kinds of things to put on. All of these appear to be the cash shop currency. That's the little blue symbol. The gold symbol is the in-game earned currency. So everything here is in the cash shop. You know, cosmetics. We always say we want cosmetics in our cash shop. Some of these items didn't seem to be available quite yet. But we'll go in and we'll just take a look at some of the pieces here and there, some of the chest pieces. So, yeah, there is customization. At the end of the day, you're probably going to be wearing some sort of helmet or hat or something like that. So, I mean, the fact that you can't really go in and adjust the face or anything right now isn't that big of a deal. You're probably going to cover your head and you'll all look at least a little different at some point anyway. Here we've got different shoulder pads, and interesting enough, all these are just like one shoulder pads, so I'm not sure what the cost on those would be. And like I said, we couldn't actually go in and buy cash shop currency, so I can't really tell you what ratio, like how much real world money it would cost to unlock these items, because the link just didn't work to buy the cash shop currency. It looks like it's going to go to an external website, but it just wasn't working right now. Nothing would come up, and I confirmed in chat that it was definitely not working in this beta. So I'm not sure, you know, how many dollars you're going to spend to get some of these fancy backpacks, but just know that those cosmetic items are in the cash shop. And next we'll go take a look at loadouts, the weapons that you can unlock just from playing the game. And here comes the important part for most players. This is the loadouts. These are your weapons you're going to use, your grenades, your drones even. You can choose which drones are your specific loadouts. And you may have seen at the beginning of the match that we started the video with, there are 3 loadouts available to choose from, and you can swap every time you respawn. You can swap out to a different loadout. So you can have you know, different setups for different circumstances. As you can see, there are several gun options here, and all the base guns unlock with the in-game currency. And then once you go into the gun, all the skins are cash shop skins. And as you can see here again, there's some that just don't seem to be in the game. They may be some other type of unlock that we haven't seen yet. I'm not sure why some of those, like the pink ones down at the bottom, I'm honestly at this point don't know what those are. Something may be implemented later. I'm not sure if those are going to be achievements or something else. But yeah, you can take a look at all the different weapons. You've got your secondary weapons, and like I said, you've got grenades, flash grenades. You can change all those out. Purchase the weapon you want to use with in-game currency. As you level up, you'll just get that in-game currency. It was coming pretty fast and furious when I was playing, so you know, it won't take too incredibly long to get your first few weapons available. Here you can see we're looking at ammunition. The ones that come default have a rental time on them, as you can see. We've got the 2 underneath that I can unlock, and you can choose which type you want. More damage once it hits the body or more armor piercing. And those, again, are available with free in-game currency. So look at there. No ammo in the cash shop either. So far, so good. Everything looks good. That karambit knife, though, you CSGO players. I'm assuming that's directed at you. And then we'll make a jump real quick so I can just show you coming out of the grenades, going into some of the drones over here where you can click on the drone loadout and take a look at what some of the different ones do. I should have spent a little more time in here probably learning what different drones do just by sight. But, you know, I just winged it in the game, just kind of threw them out there. I was like, let's see what's up with this and how many dudes we can kill with it. But, yeah, you can affect that in your life. So jumping back into some gameplay now, if you don't get a chance to win a key over on MMOBomb.com, or you're watching this video a little later than when those keys are available, you can get into the closed beta right now, surprise, surprise, with Founders Packs. Now, we've got one starting at $19.99, the next one goes up to $49.99, and the last one is $99.99. That get a $100 price point. Now, of course, they all have increasing rewards, depending on how much money you spend. But for $20, we'll get you into the closed beta, or you can just hang out and wait for the open beta. That's obviously going to be up to you. Not a bad game at all. Like I said, just a little generic, but the drones and some of the abilities you get really do help set it apart, at least in some aspects. So while it was fun to play, it was at the end of the day a game that I've played a few times at this point. So, I mean, if I was looking for I hate to just keep saying standard military shooter because it's not exactly that, but if I was looking for a game like this, would this be on my short list of games that I would consider playing? Yes, absolutely it would. Like I said, it ran well. It had a couple of unique aspects, and it looks pretty decent. So it was fun enough. But at the end of the day, I'm not sure that I've got room for multiples of these types of games. So it's going to be up to you to decide. Is this one different enough from all the others you play, or maybe you just want to change the pace for a little while? It is fairly fast-paced. Time to kill is fairly low. You're seeing me fall over dead quite often. I'm not exactly a professional shooter player, but at the end of the day, we just go in, try to have some fun, and just share with you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly of what these games had to offer. So hopefully we've done that here, and just giving you a quick first look at what Ironsight. You can find it at ironsight.aeriagames.com. You can check it out, sign up for the closed beta. You can either buy a Founders Pack or be sure to head over to MMOBomb.com and score yourself a beta key if you get there in time. This is probably going to wrap it up for the first look at Ironsight, a game that I can't not recommend. Definitely check it out. If it looks interesting to you, just know when you get in the game, it probably is going to be pretty fun. So be sure to check it out. And as always, be sure to head over to MMOBomb.com for all your free-to-play gaming news, needs, and information. I have been the Noob Frizz Troy Blackburn. This MMOBomb first look is done, and I am out.